The Philadelphia Eagles have been trying to build something great ever since 2017 when they won their last Super Bowl. Since then, they haven't won more than 9 games in a season, but after last year and the additions they've made in the offseason, it seems like they have a lot of pieces they need to go back to the Super Bowl. But is what they have really enough? I'll be going over their starting lineups, the schedule, and last year's performance so we could get the most accurate prediction of their season. Starting with the passing stats, they threw the second least amount of times, threw for the 8th least amount of yards, 8th lowest completion percentage, and only 20 passing touchdowns, and had the 18th highest QBR. They need a lot of work on their passing game. Onto the run game, first in attempts, yards, and touchdowns. This was the best rushing offense in the league. Even with the shitty Miles Sanders performance, Jalen Hurts was able to make the most out of what he had, but let's see if they can do better this year overall. Looking at their lineup, starting with the O-line, everyone remains except for Nate Herbig, who was replaced with the second round center Cam Jurgens, who should be an upgrade especially in the long term. You still have Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Landon Dickerson, and Jordan Mailata, who from my understanding are some tough sons of bitches. Don't know anything about Isaac Seumalo, so I can't comment on that. But moving on to the quarterback, you have Jalen Hurts of course, Gardner Minshew from Jacksonville, and draft pick Carson Strong. At running back, you still have Sanders, Gainwell, and Boston Scott. At tight end, Dallas Goedert is still the starter, with Jack Stoll and Tyree Jackson on the bench. And at wide receiver, A.J. Brown and Zach Pascal have been added to the team. So now you have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Jalen Reagor, Zach Pascal, Greg Ward, and John Hightower. This has got to be a top 5 receiving core, hands down. There's too many options, and there's a lot of quality bench players here. Quez Watkins is one of the fastest in the league. Jalen Reagor needs to just catch the ball. Zach Pascal was one of the faster guys on the Colts. A.J. Brown is of course like a mini DK Metcalf, so you put all those pieces together with Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts and you got something great. Looking at the defensive stats, they were just below average, allowing the 19th most points, 10th least total yards, being the second worst at rushing the passer with 29 sacks, and having the 7th lowest amount of takeaways. You can see that they need help in all aspects of the defense, especially with the pass rush and creating turnovers. So the Eagles decided to add more talent to fill those voids. Starting with the D-line, you have Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett, Josh Sweat, and first round pick Jordan Davis at D-tackle. Looking at the linebackers, Ryan Kerrigan and Alex Singleton are gone, but the Eagles picked up Hassan Reddick from the Panthers, who I think will be a Pro Bowler this year. They picked up Kazir White from the Chargers, and Nakobe Dean, who could have been a first or second rounder but was hurt so got picked up in the 3rd. You still have TJ Edwards, who might be starting, but once Dean is healthy and has the playbook locked down, look for him to take over the starting role. At safety, Rodney McLeod moved on, but you still have Anthony Harris, Kevon Wallace, Marcus Epps, and added rookie Reed Blankenship. And finally at corner, James Bradbury got picked up from the Giants, which was surprising. And now you have him, Darius Slay, and Avonte Maddox, which is a really good 3. Looking at their defense, this is the best team they've had in a while. Their only weakness might be the middle linebacker and free safety spot, but besides that, this looks like a top 10 defense. Now take a look at who they play and it doesn't look too competitive. They actually have the 3rd easiest schedule in the league according to the NFL, but that might be due to their division, because if you look at the bottom 8 teams, you can see how many are in the same division. Giants and Commanders can surprise us this season. They could possibly split a game with each team in their division, but I see this happening instead. The Eagles going 12-6, maybe 11-5 depending on how the Giants are. Plus the last week of football is known for upsets, so we'll see when we cross that bridge. But damn, there's a couple of games here that can really be entertaining to watch, like when they play against the Cardinals, Colts, Packers, and Saints. Those would be their toughest games in my opinion and show you how well of a team they actually are. And even when they play the Cowboys and Giants, division rivalries, I mean, you know how that goes. Eagles fans, what do you think about my prediction? Is this their year for another Super Bowl? I think they can make it to the NFC Championship, but that's where you separate the men from the boys. Hurts has shown he can hang with the best of them, so we'll see when the time comes. I predict an Eagles and Bucks NFC Championship game, so I think that would be dope. And by the way, if you bet on NFL games, click on the link below and visit thegridironbets.com. I go over all the research for each game so you don't have to. I also show you my picks and host a group chat for NFL bettors, giving you everything you need to have the best betting experience possible. It's convenient, it's free, and from what I've seen, there's nothing like it. With that being said, if you enjoyed my content, be sure to give me a like and subscribe as it helps me beat this YouTube algorithm. That's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.